Three, two, one. Alright, hello everyone, welcome to the live stream. I know there's only like 2 people viewing, but that's enough. Today we are flying in a Boeing 737-900ER from Portland to Seattle, Tacoma. As you can see, the flight plan is already loaded in here and everything. We'll be doing an ILS approach landing onto 16 left as well. And then, yeah. So let's just hop on into. Let's just hop on into the sim after I fix this flight plan. Alright, that looks more better. ILS 16 left. And then we'll be cruising at 12,000 feet today. Alright, we're gonna click on fly. Oh, you know what? I just forgot. I forgot to set the, where I wanted the gate to be. So I might have to go back out, or it might be fine. Yeah, so I forgot to set the gate. I'm sorry guys, I gotta get back out and go back to change where the location is at. Alright, let's try this one more time. By the way, this is my first live stream ever, so I don't know how this is gonna go, but we'll see. Also, if you guys are watching this, send it to as many people as you can, so that this can get lots of views and good video retention. Oh, great. Well, now my lossless scaling is going off. Nope, oh my god, it's not working. So, you guys see that? You guys can see my mouse, right? But when I'm looking at my screen, I can't see my own mouse. For days I've been trying to fix this. Like, ugh. This is gonna take a while. How do I fix this? So now this is showing. Bro. Dude. I really don't know what's going on. So I've got so many screens. Oh my god. I don't even know if it's a lossless screen. I'm just closing that window for sure. I'll just turn that on later on once we get into the simulator. Oh, what's up, Colby? And what is that username? Lana Lahua? What's up?
You know that.
No. And I did not finish that project. Unfortunately, not yet. Okay, now this looks better. Now we're gonna set a departure gate. We're gonna probably set it close to the runway so that it's easy for us, you know. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and click on fly. I'm doing good. Here guys, we have these are the checklists for the aircraft. On there we're going to be reading it off to set up the aircraft. I'm gonna go ahead and get lossless scaling back. That should open up, but for now we will, yeah, now we're going to just, 1 second, oh my goodness. I apologize for so many delays. This is my first live stream, it's kind of stressful. Okay, let me make sure these traffic things are on as well. Good. And then we got to get our recorder as well. Okay, ignore that stuff. Okay, now that's recording, which is what we want. Alright, let's set this plane up as quickly as possible. Alright, this simulator was glitching for a little bit. Okay, reading off the checklist. Landing gear check down, speed brakes up, flaps up, battery shall be on and covered, as well as the emergency lights. Ground power initiate. Standby power auto uncovered. Master caution disengage. Electrical hydraulic pumps are off. Fuel pumps are all off. Interior lights as required. So we're going to turn, oh, not that one. We're going to turn all the panel lights on to make it bright and easy to see. We're going to also do the ones down here. And then this main panel as well. Alright, ground power is connected. Emergency lights are already on and covered. Seat belts can come on, as well as the smoking sign. We will get a jetway connected soon. And then external lights, position, strobe and steady, good. Logo on. Anti-collision can come on later. The wing and wheel well on. Okay, that looks good. We'll do the forward left wheel on as well. We should set up the FMC now, so we're going to go over here to our iPad, go into the electric flight bag, and then we're going to press the data from SimBrief. We're going to go down to the MCDU. We are going, oh, let's first get our, release the stairs, because we do not need that. Release, change this to jetway, go to air traffic control, and then go to ground services, request jetway connection. We should get a jetway connection very soon. And we'll also turn off AI radio communications so that they do not mess up our plan. Going back to the menu, going to FMC, going to the position, we will change that once we can. We will request a flight plan. Remember, we're going from Portland to Seattle. We're going to select that one. We're going to set the fuel and set the payload for today's flight. Select the route, request it, and now we're good on that. Okay, now we're going to go to the, hold on 1 second. Now we're going to go to the overhead panel, and we are going to, it says, oh yep, the packs must be on auto now. Changing those to auto. Fans, rec fans, left and right auto, correct. Autopilot's off. IRS selectors to nav. Alright, now it says to complete an FMC, so we're going to go ahead, load it up, and after it loads, we're going to click execute. And activate. Execute. Okay. We will do the runway as 10L, or 10 left. And then, good. Here we're going to request the perf init. And before we do that, I'm going to enter the IRS position. Okay, now we can go back here and click load. And real quick, I'm gonna look at our departure. Oh, whoops, wrong side. You did not see anything right there. Okay. So that's gonna be direct. Okay, execute, and then we're gonna go to the N1 limit. We can just skip that. And now, before we do this page, we have to go to departures and arrivals. Departure is going to be direct, but arrivals, we're going to be doing the Hawk 7 ILS 16 left with a glide slope path, if we can get that, because usually I'm pretty bad at doing that. But now we can go back and go to the route or takeoff, and then we're going to set the flaps to 5 because that is what we want during takeoff. We'll set these speeds like that, and now we have that trim set. Okay, most of this is already set up. We can turn our flight directors on. Auto throttle, arm. APU should now be turned on, so we're going to go ahead and click this one to start, and then now we should set up our ILS approach, course, and frequency. So if we go and search in the VFR map for KC, Seattle Tacoma Airport, go down 16 left is 164 degrees. Let's change this to 164. Not 167, 164. Okay, 164 on the other one as well. And then the ILS frequency is 110.30. $110.30 down here. $110. This one's gonna also be changed to 110 from 9.0 to 30. 110.30. Okay. All right. So these are set up now. We can ignore that. Let's plan this pushback as well. We're gonna plan our pushback. So we open this up, and then basically all we do is just put it where we want the plane to be pushed back to. Like that. Click enter. That's looking good. Alright, and then what else do we have to do? Yaw damper should become on. Check. Window heat on. Hydraulic pumps all on. Flight altitude should be set to 12,000 because that is what we are flying at today. And then, as well as this one, set it to 12,000. Okay. Flight directors are already on. Auto brake should be set to RTO. Set, okay. And then, what else should we do? Okay, now it's time to remove all ground connections. So simply what we're going to do is we're going to first make sure we take this power from the APU. Now we can officially remove the chocks. So if we go to FS actions, go to ground services, we can set as removed. Everything should be disconnected now. We can go to ATC and we can request jetway disconnection. And now we're going to request the pushback.
Cockpit to ground.
You can hear
This
the
is
top
ground. Stand by.
Okay. And now we're going to... We can go back to the flight plan and check the legs, which is waypoints, and then we'll get rid of these discontinuities. Okay, that looks good. We're going to execute. And now we're going to go back to here. Alright, now we're going to just wait to taxi. They are
Okay,
currently
sir.
connecting.
The bypass unit is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
Parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and release the parking brake.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
Alright,
Yeah, we'll
now that
start
I
in the
said we can
sequence.
Start the engines, you're going to go ahead and actually start the engines. We'll make sure these anti-collision lights are on. Oops. And then we'll start the left engine first. You see this, how these numbers are going up quickly? Watch. Oh, they will be. Oh, I gotta turn off the packs real quick. Shoot. Left and right pack off now. Should we try this again? Okay. Okay, now we're going up. Or we will be. God, what is happening now? Let me check the fuel levels. Yeah, we're gonna need at least 2/3. So we have 66.7. Takeoff speeds will be fine. Now I just gotta figure out what the heck is happening. Oh my gosh, all because I forgot to turn off the fans. Okay, now we're going. Alright, you see this number here? Once that reaches around 20, same for that one, we'll start the engine. So that's around, now it's 20, so now we'll start engine number 1. Good. And then while we're starting these engines, we're going to bring
Okay,
all
pushback
flaps and
completed.
spoilers
Please
down.
set your parking brake.
Okay, we're gonna set the parking brake.
Parking brakes set.
Parking brake is set.
Parking
we are
brake
gonna
set.
check
Lowering
flight
aircraft.
controls. Free and correct. Good for the rudder as well. And now
Ground. Startup is complete. You may disconnect.
we can bring these spoilers up.
Roger.
Flaps
Good
back
engine
to
start.
1
Clear
or
to
5.
disconnect. See you at the
Okay,
side.
now they're
Have a good
disconnected.
flight.
We're going to
Holding position waiting for the
Request
visual.
taxi.
Thank you and goodbye.
acknowledge, and then you can turn the AI back on. And then we're gonna just follow this path that's gonna show up, I think. Okay, there's the path. We're gonna just follow that. Okay, we can get rid of these now. And then taxi lights and runway turn-off lights should be on now. And then we'll start up the second engine. Oops. Yep. Other way. Yep, there we go. And then right after that, we're about to be taxiing to the runway. And then, let's see. We've started the engine before taxi. Probe heat should be on. Probe heat is on. Flaps are set. Trim is verified set. Flight controls are free and correct. Lower display unit off. And we can just leave that. And then taxi lights on. Runway turn-off lights as required. Let's test the TCAS. Okay, it is testing, and when it's done testing, it will say passed or something like that. So you can see it's testing and stuff. Oh, yep, we can start up engine number
TCAS
2 now.
test. Pass.
Okay, it's been passed. Once the second engine is started up, we will turn off the APU really quickly, and then we will head on out. Make sure to like the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and turn off the APU, as well as APU bleed. Tax can come on again. And we're gonna go ahead and start taxiing. So, parking brake is released. And we're gonna go ahead and taxi. There's our gate right there. Goodbye, Portland. Very shortly we'll be in Seattle. Okay, the runway. Wait. Where is this taking? We should be taking off from 10 left. Okay, we're gonna just ignore the signs. You'll go to 10 left. Initiate no. And right as we line up, or like right before we get onto the runway, we're gonna turn on the landing lights, and we're gonna set the transponder to TA/RA, and then we'll check the flaps, make sure that's good, and then we'll just be on our way out of Portland to Seattle. Okay, now here we can turn on the landing lights. Bring this to flaps 5. We are clear to take off. Alright, let's get out of here, guys. Oh yeah, make sure we turn off the taxi lights. Turn on the clock. Set the transponder. Okay, we're aligning. Flight instruments checked. There we go.
V1, rotate. Positive rate of climb.
First we gotta make a left turn. Flaps coming up. initiated CWS initiated. We do not control the aircraft, autopilot does. Autopilot on. They have control of the aircraft. Runway turn off lights and come off. I don't know, get check that out. Pretty cool, right? Not the best graphics, but pretty good graphics. Good enough for me to like. Look at that. Alright, we're gonna be making a right turn soon onto that line right there. Let's do our after takeoff checklist. So auto brake should be off. Gear level is checked up. Flaps are raised. Autopilot is on. L11 VNAV are on. Runway turn off lights are off. Cabin lights as required. Okay? And now, passing 10,000 feet, we are at 6,700 right now. We'll turn off the landing lights. And then, yeah, we'll turn off the landing lights and we'll be ready to go cruising. Also, we'll be cruising at 12,000 feet today. So, yeah, it shouldn't be that bad. It's pretty low, but it's a short flight, which is good. Alright, so we are just passing 10,000 feet, so we'll turn off these landing lights. Everything looks like it's running perfectly fine. When we arrive, like right after we land, or right when we park at the gate, what I can do is I can pull up a replay of the landing and I can show you guys outside of the plane what it looked like. It'll probably be a horrible landing, but I'll probably show you guys either way. I'm definitely probably going to do a Ryan landing today. Okay, now that we're at 12,000 feet, we're going to make this altitude selector down to, what is it, 2,500 feet. And then, now that it's at 2,500 feet, why is VNAV off? VNAV should not be off right now. We're gonna go back to 12,000 feet and see what happens. Okay, now it comes on. But when I turn it down, we'll wait till later to turn this knob to 2,500 feet. Because if you turn it to 2,500 feet, that allows the plane to descend automatically to that level. But if you keep it at 12,000 feet, it won't descend at the top of descent. The top of descent is where the plane calculates when to descend so that it gets there on time. So if you look here, you can see that green text right there. It says TD, and that means top of descent. And when we get there, that's when we're going to start descending. Alright, well, I'm just going to sit back and relax, maybe watch some YouTube videos, but I'll be right here while you're watching. How did I learn to do this? YouTube and ChatGPT helped me the most. That's how I learned how to fly this airplane, how to fly everything. It does look confusing though. I'm reading the chat right now. One of the questions was, is it hard to remember all these things? Not really, because if you keep flying and practicing, you'll automatically remember it. It's kind of like playing the piano. Like as you're learning it, you're already memorizing it. So it's not that hard, but it is hard to learn. Alright guys, we're gonna go ahead and begin descending. It looks like our arena failed and we were not able to descend automatically. But that's okay, we can do it manually, as you can see. You gotta set the speed to like under 250 because when you're below 10,000 feet, the rules are that you must be 250 knots or more. What is my favorite part of it? My favorite part of a flight sim would probably be, you know, like the good quality of it and the freedom of knowing how to do things. And it's pretty cool to know how to fly an airplane, or at least most of it. But yeah, that's probably my favorite part. And as we get below 10,000 feet, we'll turn on the landing lights, as well as the runway turn-off lights, and just the taxi lights as well. We'll set our auto brake to 2. The airport is going to be coming up on our right in just a little bit. Yeah, it is. This simulator does take a lot of specs. You need a lot of specs for this simulator. You gotta have a very powerful computer. But this simulator right here, it once took up 2 terabytes of my storage, so I had to delete it. Restart. It was pretty crazy. So our speed brake is on, which is good. Lower our speed to 250. And we'll take flaps 1 as well. Once our altitude reaches around 3,500 or like 4,000, we'll hold the altitude there.
2,500.
Very low. We've got it kept since right. Even lower. Now it's the first two. That's weird. Window is very tight for our speed. And once we get aligned with the runway, I will turn on approach mode. And if I look at the PAPI lights, it's showing 4 reds, which means I probably didn't miss the lights, which is actually pretty good. Also, you guys... Oh, yeah. Never mind. Okay, approach mode is on. And then turn stop. All the lights are good to go. Seatbelts, let's make sure these guys can hear us. Yep. We're about to land, guys. Here we go. Auto brake is armed. We have our speed brakes armed. Let's do this. Alright, initiating descent on glide path. Got it. It's better to be lower than not catching on glide path. Only in simulators. I don't know what it is like in real life. It's probably the check. Three whites, one red. That's looking good.
500. 400.
Continue.
300. 200. 100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Whoa. I used the rudder a little too fast on that. A little too much. But that's okay, we are safe. Sorry to the passengers in the back. That was a weird landing. But it was pretty buttery, I would say. You guys should go ahead and rate the landing on the 10th level. Alright, let's taxi to the gates. Speed brakes up, flaps up, reverse thrusters disengaged. And now make the left turn here. just gonna park right here because we gotta fix it. Alright, now you'll notice there's no planes around me because something went wrong with my plane injector. That's okay. We'll just find a random gate. How about Bravo 5? Bravo 5 works. Oh yeah, our landing lights or when we turn off lights can come off. We'll also start up the AP. Engines are turned off. You can turn off this auto brake. Go up here. Turn on the APU generators. Okay. And yeah, that is the end of the flight, but there's one more thing we should do. We should check the replay of the landing to see it from different angles, yeah? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click stop. And then in a moment, we should be loading up that replay. Just give it some time. Okay, we're gonna load. And it was called PDX. Wait. PDX to Seattle. Open that up. And once it lets us press play, we will press play. But we're gonna fast forward to the end. Glitching, but that's fine. Alright, here we go. This view. I like this left view because it has the view of let's just watch this landing and see how it goes. So right now we're flying over, that's the Boeing Airport, KPFI, I think. That one has the museum in play, that's like, but unfortunately, the pilot errors. But still, there's great planes flying over this. I'm actually going to record that. What a beautiful state. side this time. Okay, last replay and then we'll end the stream. Beautiful photo, guys. That's beautiful. Wow. Oh, thank you for the 9.5 out of 10, bro. Love you. Here we go. There's the flare. And the landing. Oh, and that's me using too much rudder. Ignore that. But yeah, that was a nice flight. That was not as bad as I expected it to go. And that was my first live stream ever too. Thank you guys for watching this live stream. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.